Imagine a species that spreads rapidly, depletes resources, and leaves destruction in its wake. What if this isn't a microscopic virus, but us, humans? Can humanity's impact on Earth be compared to that of a virus on its host? In the 1970s, James Lovelock introduced the Gaia Hypothesis, which proposes that Earth behaves like a living organism, self-regulating to maintain conditions suitable for life. This system has persisted for billions of years, but what happens when one species pushes it to the brink? Today, we'll explore this provocative question and examine how our actions might align with, or diverge from, the behavior of a virus, and what that means for Earth's future. The Gaia Hypothesis suggests that Earth functions much like a living organism. Just as organisms maintain internal balance through biological processes, Earth regulates its own environment through complex interactions between living organisms and non-living systems. Plants and microorganisms play a crucial role in maintaining the atmosphere's oxygen and carbon dioxide levels. For example, plants absorb carbon dioxide through photosynthesis, releasing oxygen, while oceanic microorganisms sequester carbon, helping to regulate global temperatures. The Earth's temperature has remained relatively stable over millions of years, despite changes in solar energy output. This is partly due to the Earth's ability to adjust via cloud cover, ocean currents, and the carbon cycle, acting as a thermostat to maintain habitable conditions. Marine organisms help regulate salinity and nutrient cycles in the oceans, which in turn influences global climate and weather patterns. Gaia Hypothesis posits that life doesn't just adapt to its environment, it also alters it in ways that promote its own survival. For example, forests help regulate the water cycle by absorbing and releasing moisture, which impacts global rainfall patterns. Every living organism, from the smallest bacteria to the largest animal, plays a part in this grand system. Biodiversity helps to ensure that Earth's systems remain resilient and adaptable to change, maintaining the delicate balance necessary for life to thrive. Just as the human body adjusts to maintain equilibrium, like sweating to cool down or shivering to warm up, Earth has built-in mechanisms to self-regulate, keeping global systems in a state of balance. However, disruptions to this balance could trigger a cascade of effects. Viruses are entities that invade hosts, reproduce by hijacking the host's cellular machinery, and often cause harm or disease. They tend to replicate rapidly and can cause significant damage to their hosts in the process. Humans have been extracting natural resources at an unprecedented rate, from fossil fuels to minerals, causing significant environmental degradation. Industrialization and technological advancements have led to the release of pollutants into the air, water, and soil, affecting ecosystems and health globally. Large-scale deforestation and urbanization disrupt natural habitats, leading to loss of biodiversity and ecosystem imbalance. Like viruses, human populations have grown rapidly and spread across the globe. This expansion has often come at the expense of environmental health, similar to how a virus spreads and often overwhelms its host. The negative impacts of human activity on Earth, climate change, species extinction, and ecosystem degradation mirror the way viruses cause harm to their hosts by disrupting normal functions. Unlike viruses, humans have the capacity for reflection, awareness, and intentionality. We can recognize the consequences of our actions and make conscious decisions to mitigate harm. Humans also have the ability to innovate and develop solutions to address environmental problems. Through conservation efforts, sustainable practices, and technological advancements, there is potential to restore balance to the Earth's systems. While the comparison between humans and viruses can be thought-provoking, it is crucial to recognize that humans possess unique qualities, such as the ability to learn, adapt, and act with foresight, that distinguish us from simple pathogens. Our challenge is to harness these qualities to become positive stewards of the Earth, rather than continuing to act in ways that could be likened to a virus. Human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels, have led to increased greenhouse gas emissions. This has caused global temperatures to rise, resulting in more frequent and severe heat waves. The warming climate has accelerated the melting of polar ice caps and glaciers, contributing to rising sea levels. This threatens coastal communities and ecosystems worldwide. Increased temperatures and disrupted atmospheric patterns have led to more intense and unpredictable weather events, such as hurricanes, droughts, and heavy rainfall. Habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change are driving many species to extinction. The loss of biodiversity reduces ecosystem resilience, making it harder for natural systems to adapt to changes and maintain their functions. The decline of key species disrupts food chains and ecosystem services. For example, the loss of pollinators can affect crop production and natural plant regeneration. Human activities are interfering with Earth's natural feedback loops. For instance, deforestation affects the carbon cycle, reducing the number of trees that absorb carbon dioxide and exacerbating climate change. Increased CO2 levels are not only warming the planet, but also leading to ocean acidification, which harms marine life, particularly organisms with calcium carbonate shells or skeletons. Gaia's self-regulating mechanisms might attempt to restore balance in response to the disruptions caused by human activity. This can include natural processes that attempt to counteract environmental damage, but these responses may not always align with human needs or timelines. To combat rising temperatures, Earth might experience more extreme weather patterns or shifts in climate zones. For instance, increased volcanic activity could release particulates that temporarily cool the planet, similar to how volcanic eruptions have historically affected climate. Ecosystems might undergo significant changes, with some species thriving while others go extinct. This can lead to new ecological balances, but may result in the loss of valuable services and resources. The comparison between humans and viruses highlights the destructive potential of unchecked human activities. Like a virus, human actions have caused significant harm to Earth systems. However, unlike viruses, humans possess the unique ability to reflect, learn, and adapt. Humans are not bound by the limitations of a virus. We have the capability to make conscious decisions, to alter our behavior and mitigate our impact. By embracing sustainable practices, investing in renewable technologies, and fostering global cooperation, we can work towards healing the damage we've caused and restoring balance to Earth's systems. The choice is in our hands. Will we continue on a path of destruction, or will we rise to the challenge and become a force for positive change? Our evolution as a species will ultimately be defined by how we respond to this critical juncture in our relationship with Earth.